show. I am Turch, and with me is my co-host, the CEO, the pseudo-Jesus himself. It's Kieran. How you doing, buddy?
Thank you very much. What do you mean pseudo-Jesus?
Well, every time we play Jackbox on a Saturday night, you always use the name Jesus.
I do too.
You do.
I was just wondering if you're referring to my beard that I had Saturday, which has now been shaved.
I was gonna say you're missing out on the goatee. You're missing the goatee. What happened? What happened?
Oh, it's getting very itchy.
I'm very proud of you. You're eating while we're recording. That's how you know we're a professional show.
Sorry, I'm really hungry, people. You will just edit that part out, the food sound, because you were talking.
You can really tell that you really care sometimes. You know what? We delayed it 5 minutes. We actually delayed it a whole day to record. And then you're like, oh, instead of 8 o'clock, let's start at 8:05. You could have gone, hey, how about 8:15? And that way I can have my dinner before we start recording.
We can always restart.
No, it's one take.
People like the you're probably right. It probably just says 8:15. Anyway, let's not get bogged down.
No,
with these details.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I have to complain.
You have to complain.
I have to complain. I have a rant.
You started up then.
It's not a big rant.
Mm-hmm.
I've started seeing a personal trainer.
Oh, well done.
Thank you. Technically, I think I'm breaking the law at the moment by continuing seeing the personal trainer. But anyway, let's just ignore that part.
Is he cute?
I don't know. Older than me.
Right.
We go to the park.
Yeah.
Right. And he makes me
exercise.
He makes me exercise for bloody half an hour, but he gets my breath rate up.
Good.
So much that I can't complain.
Yeah, good.
I can't talk.
Good.
And I just want to complain.
Yeah,
and say how much this sucks.
No, but it's good for you. It's good for you. You need to look good for my wedding.
I don't get the opportunity to complain. That's what I want to complain about.
You need to look good for my wedding.
I will look good for your wedding.
Excellent. That's what we're going to hear. I'm going to challenge all the boys and girls to look the fittest they've ever been, you know? I will capture that moment in time just before we drink about 20 litres of alcohol. And we go on from there.
Open bar, dude.
It's an open bar, buddy boy. It's a scary world how we were able to swindle that one. But we're in safe hands. And that's the important thing when it comes to that sort of thing. But I need to get back into the gym.
When it comes to that sort of thing.
Exactly.
Have you not heard of alliterations?
Look.
Your mum's an English teacher. Why don't you use some alliterations? Why don't you use a simile?
Well, I could, but I've just had such a shit start to the week.
You're on fucking annual leave. How have you had a shit start to the week?
Well, let me tell you a story. Let me
tell you a yarn. And I'm really glad. Shut up for a second. I'm really glad that you're telling me stories because we had Niall on. Yeah. Well, I had Niall on. And he's terrible at telling stories.
Yeah, he just sort of stops the when we do a podcast, the thing I tell people is to go yes and rather than improv comedy or improv. It's yes and, not stop. No. I am on annual leave because this after this week here, or this will come out on Thursday. So by the next Monday, I will be starting a new job. Very exciting. At a moving around, which is good. I just needed a change, and I've got an ongoing role, so all very exciting, especially in these COVID times. But I'm like, good. I'm on annual leave this week, and then I move to the next job. So I'm just doing the final bits of paperwork when you start a new job. Telling them all your details, which superannuation fund you want it to go to. Your tax file number, all those little things, just to make sure
the little things.
Yeah, all the admin stuff that they have in the background.
Now I'm going to give you the secret, Church. This is what you need to know. And you probably don't know this, but admins control the organization.
Oh, absolutely.
So you need to, about week 3, week 4. Now it's going to be a little bit hard because I haven't done this in the online space. But you need to go down if you're in that work, and you need to talk to the admins. You need to put in the quality time.
Don't worry about that.
You need to hear about Sherry's kids, how she beats them up and hates them, and they're no good and they're useless, right? You need to hear all about that. You need to do your 20 minutes and hear about Sherry's kids. Then a week or two later, you get them a box of chocolates. I'm assuming that they're all in one sort of office. Maybe there's 4 or 5 of them. Sherry is the really important person, but they're all important. And you got to get them a box of chocolates. If you want to go the extra mile, a card.
Yeah.
And no particular reason. You just, they're very good. Well done. You're really helpful.
One day when you get a girlfriend, you're going to be a fantastic boyfriend.
I'll be like, treat her like an admin.
Treat her like an admin. Sometimes I do feel that Jess is my admin person, but I won't say that too loud on the podcast. Nonetheless, so I was like, getting all my documentation.
Hang on, I haven't finished with the admins. You're going to thank me for this, right? I know we're in the middle of a rant.
Person.
Right, I know you're in the middle, but please don't interrupt me because it's just going to take longer. You should know this, Turch. Right, anyway. Then a little bit later on, Easter, more chocolates, really important. And if you want a 3D pop-up card, that's really fucking special. And then a little bit later on,
what if there's multiple admin people?
You just address it to the you put by their first name, Jessica, Sherry, whatever the names are. Thank you so much. Happy Easter, yada yada yada. You only need one card.
Yeah.
And then Christmas, you also get them another box of chocolates or something.
So basically, gifts at appropriate times.
But you need to have one that's not Easter, one that's not Christmas.
Yeah.
You need to have, and that's week 3.
Okay.
That's week 3.
So everyone's starting new jobs. There we go. The Kieran rule of thumb.
And that makes your life really, really easy. Now, this comes in handy, point in case, when we were getting new employees last year. Who knows who those new employees are? You betcha, the admins. And so I walked down to the admin. I saw the Sherry equivalent, heard about her kids for the good 20 minutes, and found out who the 2 new staff members were before it was announced.
I'm very proud of you, son.
So work the room, Turch. Work the room.
I think I can do that. And that's actually what I was doing by getting involved early on, because I got the documentation yesterday, and I'm like, I'm going to get it back to you exactly the day that they sent it, like straight away. And that way they can do what they need to do. It's all there. They can contact me if they need to. Everything's going to be rocking and rolling before I start that new role. All good. And this is
have you upset Sherry?
No. I was getting it all on time. And this is where the problem comes in. Because one of the things I needed to do or to provide to them was certified documents of like my passport, my license, my Medicare card, just to show like, yep, that's 100 points.
Are you telling me that the last time you had to get certified documents, you didn't get 3 or 4 done at the same time? Well, like 4 copies of your passport, 4 copies of your driver's license, get them certified, so you've got a backup?
The problem is
because I've done that. I've done that.
I know.
I'm covered for this pandemic.
Well,
I thought ahead.
There's a couple of things.
This is why I'm the CEO of the podcast.
A couple of things. One, I had to get a new passport because mine expired. So it's a new passport, so a new document there. 2, I got a new license with my new address on it. I had to get a new certified.
Why didn't you just get them recertified, recertified copies?
Okay. And then obviously the Medicare card gets updated every so often.
Yeah.
So, okay, cool. All right, no worries. And I thought to myself, no worries at all. I'll go down the road. There's a post office down the road. I'll go there. So I don't have a scanner at my house.
Yeah.
I thought, but it's the post office. They'll do it.
Do you own a printer?
I don't even own a printer.
Yeah, I don't own a printer either.
So I go down to the post office, and this is where you'll appreciate me. I'll go down to the post office during the COVID thing where I could get a $1,600 fine. So risking my wealth. And I go down to the post office and I go, hey, mask on, all that. Hey, I need these documents scanned and certified. And the post office goes to me, no, we don't do that here. Go down to the pharmacy. I'm like, okay, that's a bit weird, but whatever. I'll go down to the pharmacy. So,
did you see a Terry? It was a Terry, wasn't it?
So I went down
Someone
to the
who
pharmacy.
someone who didn't want to do more than he had to.
Yeah. So I went down to the pharmacy, which is only a couple of doors down, which is good. I thought, actually, I'm still close to home. Go there. I go to the pharmacy and go, hey, I've got these documents need to be certified, and they're like, yeah, great. Where are the scanned copies? I'm like, oh, can you do it for me? Because I don't have a printer or scanner at home. I was told that you could do it. And they're like, who told you that we could do it? I'm like, the post office. They go, but they should do that. Why have they sent you here? I'm like, I don't know. This and that. They go, look. And they go to me, oh, we don't actually scan the documents at all. You have to bring us the scanned documents. I'm like, I don't have a printer or a scanner, and I can't really go anywhere else to get it done.
See, this is why I now remember why I had 4 copies made, because I had to go to the library to get this done, and I was like, fuck it, I'll just do more.
Just do multiple, exactly right.
So I don't have to come back to the library.
Which is what I did, but I'm like, you know what, fuck it. You know who else can certify documents? The police.
Me.
You know? And there's a police station down the road.
Your accounting friends can also certify.
No, they can't. So I'll go, you know what? I'm just going to go drive down to the police station. It's around the corner. I'm just going to go. So I go to the police station.
Uh-oh.
And everything's good. I go up to the front little counter there. The police officer comes out and I go, hi, my name's Anthony. I need to get some documents certified. Can you please scan these? Copy each of my license and my thing of my passport and my Medicare card. Can you please scan these and sign them to say that they're certified? And the police officer said to me, I will not take any of those possessions of yours into this police station because you might have COVID.
Right, okay.
And I'm standing there dumbfounded at this. I'm like, I'm sorry, what did you say? Just to make sure it's clear. He goes, I'm not taking any of those in and I won't sign them. I'm like, okay. He goes, I'm not scanning them. I'm like,
it shouldn't be their job. You should be providing the scan.
Like, okay. But then they go to me and I wouldn't sign them. And I'm like, because I won't have any documents come in. And I go, wait a second. Does that mean even if I brought in a piece of paper that I've touched, obviously, that's a scanned copy, and passed it to you, you wouldn't certify the documents? Because then you can't actually look at my passport because I need to pass it to you?
They've got fucking stamps they can use.
Yeah, I know, but they need to look at they need to look at my passport.
Have a glance at it through the window.
Exactly. And he's like, no, I will not sign it for you.
And
I'm like, okay. And he goes, I can't do it. And I'm like, well, thank you for being very unhelpful. Have a great day. And I just walked out. So I rushed over to my parents' house. Thought, fuck it. I'm going to rush over to my parents' house. They've got a printer and scanner. I scanned everything I needed to do. I went to a different pharmacy on the way home. And I was
going to say a different police station.
No, I went to a different pharmacy. I thought, fuck it. Go to a pharmacy, you know, it's on the way home.
Did you give them a donation?
Well, I didn't know a donation was needed.
See, if you go to the pharmacy, you got to give the donation.
I didn't know, because usually I just get it done, because I used to work around a lot of police officers back at my old job. I just used to get them to certify things. So I never got things certified by the pharmacy. So I'll go there.
So you're telling me you walked into a pharmacy without any gold coins?
Yeah, because I don't want to touch them.
Oh, Turch.
I only have cards.
You've got to call me.
I've got to have cards, mate.
See, I'm older than you. I know things about life. I know how to look after the admins. I know that if you're going to get your document certified at a pharmacy, it's a donation.
Well, you know what? They're like, oh,
Junior,
would you like to make a donation? She goes, oh, would you like to make a donation? This is after me waiting 20 minutes because they had to fill out all the prescriptions first. So I waited 20 minutes at this point. This is like a now at 2 hours.
You're not buying anything, so fuck you.
Yeah.
You're being, you're dragging them away from what makes them money.
But that's part of the responsibilities that they're given powers to do. So they've got to do it. That's as simple as that. And if they didn't want to do it, they should have said so.
But they made you wait 20 minutes. And I think that's more than acceptable.
Exactly right. So I'm not going to give a donation.
No, that's not how it works.
So, they go, oh, would you like to give a donation? I go, oh, I don't have any coins on me. You know? And then they go, oh, that's okay. I'll accept cash. I'm like, well, I don't have cash on me either. I have a card.
Our listeners are shaking their heads in shame at you right now.
I completely disagree. This is the service that they should be providing. If you go to a police station, if you go to a post office, they should be able to do it all for free. That's part of the service.
You go to a police station. You go to a police station. They do it for free.
Yep.
You go to the post office.
They
also
do it
for
free.
For free.
Yeah, exactly.
You go to
Why is the pharmacy any different?
You go to the Justice of the Peace. They do it for free.
Correct.
But the pharmacy is a donation to the charity. They've got the charity thing there at the counter. You put the money in because that's what being a responsible citizen is all about. The post office don't have any charities. They're not aligned with any charities. The pharmacies are aligned with the charities.
The police are.
Yeah, but they don't have the charity things at the police stations.
Some of them do.
Well, maybe they do, maybe they don't. I've never seen a charity thing at a police station.
It's usually for the police fund, like injured police officers and stuff like that.
But generally it's $2. It's a gold coin.
You know what? It's part of their job. It's part of their job. We give them this right to be able to do this. We give them the thing to do this sort of stuff. Just like nurses right now treating COVID patients, that's their job. Part of the job, the responsibilities we give the pharmacists as a society,
and part of you
is to
as
sign
being a citizen is you could have gone to the police station. You
did.
didn't have to choose.
Oh, excuse me. I did go to a police station. I went to a pharmacy and a post office and got turned away.
But you went to a different pharmacy and they don't give a shit about anything that you did before that.
No, because I didn't want to be associated with terrible people.
Yeah. So it's on you, buddy. This is on you.
I'm very frustrated the fact that this has all happened. And this was like an hour and a half round trip in this COVID times. I had to leave the house more time than I needed to. All because a post office and a police station both turned me down for doing something that's part of their job.
So for our American listeners, the state that we're in is in lockdown at the moment, and we're only allowed outside our house 1 hour a day for certain things. Yours is probably arguably for work. You had to do it for work.
Correct.
Right. So, and mine's a bit of a grey area. I'm outside exercising.
You get an hour.
So probably, yeah, well, it goes for half an hour. So I think I'm fine there too. But I think you did break the law there, Turch.
I probably did. All because I was trying to do the right thing. And get the documents required for the admin people at my new job.
You've got bad karma. If you had donated, were prepared to donate. But
that was the last thing that occurred. The last thing that occurred was requested of their donation. So all the good karma I had prior to that, building up, going to the right places, trying to do the right thing, I thought, you know what? This balances out the world. No donation, I get an hour and a half of bullshit. My time is definitely worth more than $2.
So, buddy, this is just something that's known. You have your parents have failed you growing up.
Yeah, probably.
This is it's sort of like I don't know, I can't think of the example right now, but you sort of grow up and you go, I missed that. Where was I when this was announced?
Yeah.
I missed this, did not know that this existed.
Yeah.
So you just missed that.
Yeah. Just never had to do it because I just got cops to do it. But the cops physically said they would not take anything of mine.
That's fair enough. You probably got COVID.
I was completely baffled. But you know what? You know what? They go to fucking crime scenes and touch guts and gore and pieces of people off the floor and touch drugs and a whole bunch of illicit subjects. Put a pair of fucking gloves on. Put on a mask like everybody else. And do your job. Get over it.
I think someone is just living the high life on annual leave.
I've been on 2 days now.
You've got annual leave. You can't go anywhere and you're stuck at home. What are you doing?
Me? I've been playing lots of guitar. I was helping Jess out today. I was learning how to use Reaper a bit better because I want to get some better sound going for the future.
I had to call Jess today as well.
Oh, there you go.
I forgot that. Anyway.
We're going to do some gardening tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Keep the place nice. A lot of walking the dog, playing with the dog. Been good.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, he's very happy. He's a happy boy.
Turch,
Yeah.
when you wash the floors at your
Yeah.
house, do you vacuum first?
Yeah, definitely. I put up
Mhm.
all the furniture. It's like, so if I'm doing like my living room, kitchen, dining area, the big room there, all the chairs go up. I'll vacuum everywhere. I'll probably wipe down the skirting boards as well, the window sills. A lot of shit gets there,
Mhm.
and then I'll move the couches too, because shit gets under there with Dweezil. He puts all this crap under there. But sometimes I move things out of there. I vacuum everywhere properly. And once that's done, I make sure Dweezil's in another room and I mop the floor. Otherwise, I get little footprints walking through.
Ah, Dweezil. Oh, he's a good dog.
Or
I
he
miss
slides
Dweezil.
around.
I miss Dweezil. Normally, the routine for this podcast, people, is I turn up, say hello to Dweezil, play with Dweezil, grunt at Jess and Turch, and then we start recording.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so
Pretty much.
it's
But that's a good way of doing it. If you clean the floor first, but that means you got to wipe all the benches first and table. So you get all the shit
you got
off.
to do the benches.
Yeah.
You got to do the benches first.
It's sort
That's
of
right.
you go top to bottom. That way you go.
That's
Everything
right.
comes off onto the floor. You vacuum, sweep it, mop, and then you mop.
Vacuuming is one of the last things. Look, you know.
I mean, you wouldn't mop carpet, but
No, but you use the steam, whatchamacallit.
you can do that.
You know, the steam. I'm distracted now. Distracted.
But you were asking,
very good.
You were asking about it.
Oh, I can't remember now.
Yeah.
Welcome to the We Only Do One Take podcast. It's the only podcast that is a complete shit show. Turch.
Yes.
Background performers.
Background.
Worry
performance. What does that mean?
Yeah. Well, you know, background performers. You know, people who are in TV shows and they're in the background.
Oh yeah.
Judge Judy, the background performers.
Oh yeah. They're called something now. I can't remember.
Actors, I believe. You know, they
Yeah,
go
I
the,
understand.
"Ooh."
I just can't remember the right term for them.
Actors and actresses.
Well, they're not.
Do you know what's interesting about Judge Judy?
They pay for the court cases stuff. Like, you know, if that's Judge Judy goes, oh, you owe him $1,000, they pay for it.
Yeah. They find these in these actual court things. They bring
Extras.
them over.
They're called extras. Anyway, the extras in the background. Yes.
Yeah, the back. It's like the politicians, the head nodders.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
when a
What about
politician's
Judge
speaking
Judy?
and being the head nodders. No, Judge Judy, the extras, the background performers.
Yeah.
So they're actors, but then Judge Judy, they find these court things. They bring them in. They get the participants to sign an agreement that says Judge Judy's decision's final.
Well, she's a judge.
And then, she was a real judge, but I don't think she's a real judge anymore.
She still is.
But she doesn't do real. She just does the TV show.
But the TV show's legally binding.
Yeah, but you could be up there. I mean, the people sign this contract that says that they will uphold whatever the decision is.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm off track here. The background performers. We know what background performers are now.
Extras.
Extras. Background performers worry they're being replaced by mannequins on film and TV sets.
Yeah.
Paula is used to being herded together with co-workers on the job as a background performer in film and TV. The actress has been packed with colleagues and groups under tents outside, sometimes for up to 14 hours, while they await their scenes. We're in this fight together, says Bert.
Start a union.
But with many productions limiting the amount of people in scenes and on set to create physical distancing to decrease COVID-19, Spur says her work has become very uncertain. Showrunners have been changing scenes to have little or no background performers. Instead, they're using mannequins.
Why not?
And
Cheaper.
fixed place and digital effects. So there goes the background performer.
It's a bit sad. We should try and be background performers after this COVID stuff.
I would be terrible.
Yeah.
I'd be terrible.
Have you
I'd
ever
have to
seen
listen.
that sketch on the sketch show where Lee Mack is a background performer and they're like, oh, just go in the background and talk to this lady, and he's just meant to mime, like, or be talking very quiet. He's like, hello, how you doing today? Like, really over the top. And they're like, no, just be really chill, this and that. I think that's how we would be.
Oh, I know. I would get bored, and then I would get distracted, and then I'd be thinking about other things, and then I'd go, "This is shit. I'm walking away. Call me when something good happens."
I could see you doing that. I could see you doing
you would need to be there to control me.
Well, if you can hook us up with a job as background performers, I think that I'll do it.
Hey, we almost got onto The Amazing Race.
Did we?
Well, I put in an application.
Can I just sign you up for television shows? Is that a thing I could just do?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, can I just put you in for like The Bachelorette and
I forgot your birthday, so I made it up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You can just look on my Facebook page.
So don't get bogged in. That involves like clicking open another window and typing.
Ugh.
I didn't have time for that. I did it on my phone.
You know, Jess does all these things for her business on her phone. I'm like, how the hell do you... Like, I've got a bigger than normal size phone, like bigger than hers. And I
someone's
still can't...
compensating.
Sorry? Yeah, I know. That's why I've got a little dog, too.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm like, no, I need the physical keyboard to type and mouse to click things and move things along quicker. I can just do so many more things quickly on my laptop than on a phone.
That's right.
I don't know how girls do it.
Oh, I need the computer space and the monitors and the all the stuff. Your fiance,
yes,
Jess. Unfortunately, the restrictions have meant that she's had to shut down for 6 weeks.
Yes.
How is that going?
Well, we're actually quite lucky because the government has not put anything up specifically for sole traders. But she was just, she can actually go into Job Seeker.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's applied for that. And she can access that for the next 6 weeks.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah, so we're very happy.
Still sucks that she can't operate a small business.
She'd rather be working than doing nothing.
Yeah.
But she's very happy she's taking your tax money. So it swings and roundabouts when it comes to...
Hey, I dodged tax for all these years.
Yeah, I know. That's right.
I'm now in my second year. She can take my tax money. That's fine.
Anyone
because
could,
I know she will work again.
That's right. I know. Out of all the people to take my tax money, my brother's doing a PhD and getting $30,000 a year. He can have it, and Jess can have the rest. Like, you know, two
That's
people
fine.
are very happy to take my tax money.
Yeah, though I think when you start paying tax, all of a sudden you get a big wake-up call and going, what? Third of my money goes to tax.
Yeah.
What is this?
Especially the more you earn, you feel ripped off even more every single day.
Bloody unbelievable. I haven't had a good tax rant in a while.
I just did my taxes, which is good.
Oh.
So I'm actually getting a fair bit of cash back, but that's going to go towards probably the band at the wedding.
Oh, fair enough.
So we're very excited about that.
I'm setting up an investment fund. So you could put it in the Kieran Thorpe investment fund.
Oh, you got to guarantee me a return, buddy.
I guarantee no return, but we aim for 15%.
A loss of 15%? We guarantee a loss. 15% on the dot. And then that's it. We get that money out of there. Kieran, but I got some news for you.
Mm.
It has never been a good time in history to be black.
Mm-hmm.
Or Latino or anything like that. Because white people, they just ruin the world. You know this. I know this. The government knows this. But we don't care. You know? But finally, I think a point in time, there's been a point in time where it actually is better to be black.
Okay.
And I think that time has come with the news of this article here.
Drum roll.
Exclusive. The girls couldn't be black. Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell ordered victim Virginia Giroux to recruit young white girls, and if they weren't, they had to be exotically beautiful, signed documents say.
Oh, this Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell.
Oh.
This is just entertainment.
Yeah.
Terrible what happened. Terrible what happened to the girls. But,
a
oh my
trove
God.
of documents were unsealed on Thursday and included a transcript of a three-way call between Virginia Giroux and her lawyers. In the call detailed that Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell specifically told her to recruit young girls for sex, but they couldn't be black. The girls couldn't be black, she said. If they were any other descent other than white, they had to be exotically beautiful, and that was about it. She said that both Maxwell and Epstein gave the orders, and Jeffrey asked most girls to bring a friend and make extra money. She went on to describe the disturbing detail of her first sexual encounter with Epstein and Maxwell at his Florida mansion, and there's been over 2,000 previously sealed documents released recently with the Jeffrey Epstein stuff. So there you go, black people and Latinos. White people are now, especially when it comes to pedophilia, we are obviously high on their list. You're safe.
Oh.
Kieran, your thoughts?
Whoa. Yeah, it's a bombshell. Yeah, I know. Oh.
This Jeffrey Epstein thing, and this, because like that, what's her name? Ghislaine Maxwell, she's sort of been locked up as well now.
Well, this is the interesting thing. From what I understand, is that, yes, she's locked up, but the previous lawsuit that involved Jeffrey Epstein included like she couldn't be brought in for those crimes.
Yeah.
So she's been, that's been dealt with already by the law.
Yeah. But there'll be other things that come up. I mean, if she's the person that's been looking like the person that's been bringing in the children for pedophilia, like there's got to be some sort of additional, action.
Oh, when it gets in front of a jury, she's guilty.
Oh, 100.
How the hell you spin this for? Look, there's no way she's doing an OJ.
No, she's
there's
not.
No way.
She's not going to try and put a golf glove on or whatever he put.
She's not going to pull off an OJ.
No,
she's done. She's got no. See, OJ had social credit with society.
Yeah.
Like, people valued and loved him. No one fucking loves Ghislaine Maxwell.
Well, no one really knows about her apart from the fact that she used to find children for pedophilia.
Yeah. And as soon as that gets out, you're done. You're done. You're locked up. Her life, that's it. She's in prison for the rest of her life.
Yeah, for sure. I'm amazed, like, because right now, this is like COVID sort of happening simultaneously to this sort of stuff coming out, right? And there's nothing in the news really about it. But every single day we see Dan Andrews on the news in his, suit or no tie or tie, and depending on how good or bad
North
the day
Face jacket.
North Face jacket. Depending on the day and depending on his garb, depends on how bad or how well we're doing as a state. But there's been nothing about this.
I'm looking forward to the day that Dan Andrews comes out in flip-flops, board shorts, and a t-shirt.
No, don't say that. That just means we're still stuck in lockdown in summer.
Or a rashy. I'm going to be...
rashy.
That's
classic dad move.
Lockdown is over. The zinc is on the face. He's wearing a cork hat. We are done.
Yeah. I saw a news thing today saying that the state and federal government are pushing to make manufacturing places that can manufacture the COVID-19 vaccine when it's ready. I'm like, we don't even have it. We're not even close to a vaccine. I was talking to my brother about it, and he's like by the time they do animal stuff tests or human tests and trials, it's like 2 years away.
Yeah.
Like, there's just no way. But we did get that. Was it meningococcal? We got that one out pretty quick.
I don't know. Fantastic.
I don't know.
I've got no idea.
I hope we get
I've
it.
got-
I hope we get something soon, or the numbers go down, or enough old people die off that we don't care anymore, and we just go, yeah, back to normal, man. Because I'm, because when I just talking to my accountant, he goes, oh, I've just started working from home because he owned like an office and stuff like that, and he goes, I don't even know how everyone does it, because how do I move 15 years worth of files into my house for 6 weeks?
You don't.
You don't.
You don't.
Lucky we could do things digitally, but otherwise it's, is in his busiest time of year.
Could you imagine not being able to do things digitally?
Yeah,
we would
society
be
would
fucked.
collapse. Yeah.
Mm.
But would we know about COVID as much if we didn't have social media? And
See, what I want to know is, this is the standard media playbook. Big announcement's going to be made.
Yeah.
And it's guaranteed. Just got this bit. Oh my God, I'm dying.
That's right. I knew you had COVID. That's why we're at least 6 meters apart. Or was it 1.5 meters apart? Oh, I have another thing to rant about too, but continue on.
All right, just hang on and give me a second.
Oh
my God.
You're dying over there, mate. What'd you do to yourself?
I
Something
put my
went down
feet
the
up
wrong
and I
hole.
leaned back, and anyway, what was I saying? Right, media. Media, we know there's going to be big announcements. It's going to be page one of the newspaper.
Yeah.
Provided there's not like a 9/11 that happens, right?
Yeah.
But even if that does happen, this is good. So companies go, right, this story is likely to be on the front page.
Yeah.
We can release the bad stuff that we're doing today.
Yeah.
We make the announcement, and it's not going to be front page news.
No.
And so what you do, but if it was any other day and they release that, it would be front page news. And so you go through the newspaper and you find these stories buried at the back.
Yeah.
What I want to know with all this, because all this COVID stuff's been happening, there's probably been a lot of companies dumping bad information, going, well, it's not making the front page news.
Oh yeah. Yeah. With the such a big focus on COVID, there's got to be so many shifty deals happening in the back there.
Absolutely.
I like that.
One of
the
those.
whole Ghislaine Maxwell thing. Like you haven't heard anything about it in the news at all.
It's really hard to find information.
It's really bad, But it's also hard to get good stats on anything these days. Seems like everyone's got a different spin on the same stuff.
Yeah, politics and all of that, I guess.
Well, I have another rant if you want to hear that.
Oh yeah.
Another
Okay,
rant.
go.
I'm going to share my screen. This is a thing first.
This is the first in the We Only Do One Take podcast,
Yeah.
even though it's a podcast and you can't see the screen.
Oh, but look, you'll see. Can you see my screen?
I can see
yet?
black. It's black.
How about now?
Yep, there we go.
All right. What I hate is arbitrary units of measurement. Right? And what's been happening recently, like this is a good example. This is like a funny little joke type thing. But because of COVID, one of the things they've been telling us to do is to stand 1.5 meters away from each other or 6 feet. Roughly the same, give or take, but close enough. But in my head, I know how far 1.5 meters is, right? It's about, a step and a half, 2 steps away from someone, give or take.
You lay Turch down on the ground, and it's 4 of them, laid out together.
Yeah, that's it. Because I'm only 350 centimeters tall. 350 centimeters tall. That's it. That's all I am. But you can see here,
you're very short.
Like in this article here, this thing, a sinkhole roughly the size of 6 to 7 washing machines has closed the northbound lanes in the state line near the 100th Street in Kansas City. And the person's commented, Americans will use anything but the metric system. The 6 to 7 washing machines. But I've found all these things trying to describe to people how far away they should stand from each other with this COVID stuff. So here's one for you. Here's one for you right now. Let me get this one here. Is it? Oh, is it sharing?
Nah, just see your face.
How about now?
No. And Is it black?
How about now?
Yeah.
Okay. Kieran, what does this say? What are they using as a distance of measurement here?
Make sure your 2 beavers head to tail. Maintain social distance. 2 beavers head to tail.
You know what? You know what's harder for me to convert into a unit of measurement?
A beaver.
A beaver. You know how many beavers? Like, even if you live in a place with lots of beavers, I'm guessing you're not going to stand really close to beavers, right?
Yeah.
And if you are standing close to beavers, you're not learning how. You're not putting 2 back to back and going in your. This is a woman's unit of measurement, in my opinion.
This is like saying stand 2 didgeridoos away.
Yeah. Okay. So here's another one, right? Let me get here. Where is it? Okay. How's this one?
Stay 3.6 wiener dogs apart.
Okay. I have a wiener dog. And even if someone said to me, stand 3.6, that's so hard to do in
Remember,
your
it's
head.
got to be that 0.6.
The 0.6. Just say 4. You know what I mean? Make it really easy for yourself.
Round it up.
Round it up. Okay. And this one here is my favourite one, because this is obviously Australian.
Keep your distance, people. At least 1 adult kangaroo apart.
Yeah. Okay. Now, if you've ever been around an adult kangaroo,
I'm more than fucking 1.5 meters.
you are at least 10 to 15 meters away.
That shit will box and kick the fuck out of you.
Exactly right. So this one, like, I've never been close enough to a kangaroo to realize it's only 1.5 meters long. But if I was that close, I would also be dead. I remember playing golf, and on the green was a bunch of kangaroos, and the only thing we did was take our golf clubs and walk to the next hole. Because the last thing we wanted to do was whack a bunch of golf balls onto the green and have to try and defend ourselves from about 15 kangaroos with a bunch of golf clubs.
Well, kangaroos are a lot smarter. Dogs have to be really careful around kangaroos because dogs might go and chase a kangaroo.
Oh, yeah.
And if there's a dam nearby, the kangaroo will hop, jump into the dam. The dog will go after it, and then it will literally just drown the dog.
Oh, yeah. Kangaroos are super smart because the dog just wants to have fun or play or bite. But a kangaroo's been living in the outback for the last millions of years.
Dealing with foxes and
crocodiles and
all of that.
Yeah, they know
foxes
how to get...
were introduced.
Yeah, I was going to say
crocodiles. Dingoes, there we go.
Dingoes is what you meant.
Yeah.
Anyway,
thank you for the
stupid units of measurement. I guarantee more women use stupid units of measurement than men.
Turch. Actually, the one unit of measurement which I think is fairly appropriate, and I learnt this in North Queensland. I was getting on a tinny on a boat, and we were going out to an island in the distance. And I said, "How long will it take us?" Me being a southerner, as we're called. So how long will it take us to get there? About 6 beers.
That's pretty good. That's pretty
now
good.
That is an accurate bit of measurement.
And what would for our American listeners? How long is 6 beers?
Oh, half an hour.
Half an hour.
45 minutes.
That's a lot of sculling of beers.
They fucking put it back. Well, do you know that 50% of alcohol in Australia, it's just a bit over 50%, is consumed by remote and rural Australia, which is made up of 11% of the population.
So are you telling me that 11% of the population consume 50% of the alcohol?
Yeah.
Oh, some white supremacists are not going to be happy with that number.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. And the average person in the outback is drinking 6 to 8 beers a day.
That's a lot of... That's a fuck ton of beers. No wonder we haven't... Well, I guess there's not much else to do apart from go to the pub and drink like every single night. You know?
So there's just food for thought there. Oh. Food or drink for thought. Beer for thought.
Beer for thought, that's it. Far out, Kieran.
Oh. All right.
You got
Turch.
you got an article for us?
Hold your pants.
Thanks. Hold your pants. Oh, one of those traditional Australian sayings. Hold your pants.
I was also going to say, it smells like you farted, but I think that might have been me.
Hey, we're social distancing, buddy. I'm glad we are now.
Physically distancing, physically. Human sperm roll like playful otters as they swim, study finds. More than 340 years ago, a Dutchman named Anthony van Leeuwenhoek invented a powerful new compound microscope and accidentally discovered the existence of bacteria, a groundbreaking achievement that changed the course of medicine. Not long after that, he decided to look at his ejaculate. Definitely not an accident, and discovered tiny...
What a guy! I found bacteria. If you don't want to really want to, wouldn't this be funny? Hey guys, hey, look at this. Hey, guys, can you imagine? You get all these people that I've discovered something amazing. Guys, look in the microscope. Hey, guys, look in the microscope. Look at what I'm doing here. Do you know what that is? What is that? What is that? It's my cum. You're all looking at my cum.
No, ejaculate. It's called ejaculate.
What type of chocolate?
And discovered tiny wiggling creatures with tails he dubbed amamamamocles.
Yeah.
These creatures moved forward owing to the motion of their tails like that of a snake or an eel swimming in water. He wrote to the Secretary of the UK Royal Society in 1678. The tail of a man's sperm, he added, lashes with snake-like movement. Anton, who invented the compound microscope, was the first to peer at movement of human sperm, his own. Anyway, let's move forward. Now using state-of-the-art 3D microscopy and mathematics, a new study says we have actually been the victims of sperm deception. Sperm are very cheeky little creatures. Our new research using 3D microscopy shows that we have all been victims of sperm deception. Well, they said that part. It's
a double deception.
I know.
They were both what they called. That was they were both secret agents.
Yeah,
double crossed.
If you want to see the real beating of the tail, you need to move with the sperm and rotate with the sperm. So it's almost like you need to make a camera really tiny and stick it to the head of the sperm. So sperm not only goes forward, but rotates.
Yeah. Okay. I get what you're saying. So like it spins around and moves forward.
Yeah. So it's the thing of like
a missile. Like they spin.
Yeah.
Or like a vortex. Remember the vortex toys? You throw it and it would have to spin?
The vortex.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. Anyway, they developed a way to do that using state-of-the-art tools, including a super high-speed camera that can record over 55,000 frames a second. The researchers were able to see that the side-to-side movement was actually an optical illusion.
Is that
in reality,
is that really fair though? Like that's like doing the pencil trick. You know, like that pen trick, like this.
Yeah, you shake it up and down, and
you shake it up and down. And it looks like it's wobbling. But it's not really like wobbling. It looks like that. But if you slow it down enough, it's going to be rigid the whole way through. Like that's what they're saying.
Look, does it matter? If the ejaculate goes into the female, through the pipes and the tubes, through the plumbing, you get a baby.
That's true. Only a couple of days a month though.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's science for you boys. And that's how babies are made. Thank you, We Only Do One Take One. Where did your child learn about the birds and the bees? The 48th minute of the We Only Do One Take podcast. What a time to be alive.
We do everything on this podcast, don't we?
Yeah,
everything.
We certainly do. Kieran, you're on the social media. You're on the social medias and you're on the dating apps, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, so what's your dating app of choice?
Ooh. Using Tinder.
How is your Tinder experience?
I'll probably need to update my profile a little bit.
Yeah, I would do that. What do you have on your profile?
Oh, I've got some pics.
Yeah. What do you tell you about yourself?
I don't think I've actually got anything on there at the moment.
Oh, well, you know what? Can you screenshot those to me? Me and Jess can help you with that.
I believe it's Jess and I.
Well, no, me first. Yeah, so you got to have some pictures of yourself and, some info about your life and what you
You've got to
like.
have a
all
picture.
this.
You've got to have the dog picture.
Yeah.
You've got to have the
next time
family
you come
picture.
over, get a picture with the dweez. He'll
right.
help you out. But
good man.
Apparently, this is a way that lots of men have been getting involved with the women.
Yeah.
Woke fish. Do you know what catfishing is?
Yes.
Yeah, this is woke fishing dating trend. Shady men are pretending to be progressives on apps. Online opportunists are redefining the politics of love by weaponizing...
Men have always been doing this.
Yeah, I know! By weaponizing being woke to lure unsuspecting men and women into the sack. Yes, horny guys are using progressivism as a virtual pickup line. This is the latest in a long line of dirty tactics. To emerge is woke fishing, a term coined by writer Serena Smith. People masquerade as holding progressive political views to ensnare potential partners, Smith told Vice. Of course it's Vice. Woke fishermen can be thought of like catfishers who use fake online personas to defraud victims, but only for sex instead of money. Like, I thought the exact same thing.
Haven't men been doing this in pubs for fucking centuries?
This is exactly what people do in pubs and all this sort of stuff. Yeah, I'm into whatever you're into. And then as time goes on, you degrade yourself less and less.
Right.
As your real feelings come out. By then, they've lured them in and they're trapped.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Good old classic woke fish. So there you go, Kieran. If you thinking, you know what, I want to get a date, this and that, but these girls are far too socialist for me. But I'm happy to bang them, nonetheless. Maybe you should just put some, I'm really into socialism and Marxism and everybody should get the same and be equal and fair. Maybe just putting something like that on you.
Church, I'd be called out straight away because I know nothing about socialism or Marxism.
Neither do the people doing it. So it's absolutely fine.
No, but I can't help myself. I'm like, that's stupid. What the fuck are you thinking about? What do you mean everyone's going to get money and they're not going to have to work? Do you understand that society would fall apart?
Yeah, I know. Just to get a root, maybe that's right up your alley.
Become a socialist.
Why not? You can join the party. Hey, baby, I'm really into this. I don't know.
I think I'll just say I'm vegan.
What's worse, being a vegan or being socialist in your opinion?
A vegalist.
Vegalist. I really want to see your Tinder profile now.
You do, don't you?
Yeah. You should send me some screenshots.
Oh.
We'll help you. Jess and I. See?
Ah, very good.
Yeah,
your mum would be proud.
Yeah, that's right. Nah, she's Italian.
Oh, sorry. She's got to criticize you.
Yeah. I'm not the favourite child of my mum. That's definitely my brother. I'm Dad's favourite. There's always got to be one. Do
you know what? Do you know why you're not the favourite? I know why you're not the favourite. Because you don't let your mum take care of you.
Yeah, that's what it is. It wogs. Wog mums love taking care of it.
You don't let her cook for you. You don't let her look after you.
I got to
admit,
moved out.
Our
relationship has gotten better because I've moved out of home.
Yeah.
But she's still...
But if you stayed and you let her do those things and not be Mr. Independent.
Yeah, I don't know. She's sort of... It's sort of a catch-22. Let's go with the catch-22. If I let her do those things, she would complain that she did all those things for me. But if I did my own stuff, she would be like, "Oh, you don't... Nah, that's not good. I could have done it better."
Wait, how does your brother then become the favourite?
Because my mum's very academic focused, and he's going for his doctorate.
Yeah.
And only focusing on that sort of thing. Whereas
he should get out.
Yeah. Whereas I was just like, no, I want to go out and drink and gamble and meet girls and
Yeah.
and learn things and invest and understand finance. And my
And
dad
buy
was all
houses.
like, "Go do that. That's the good stuff." That's what I did. Look, I turned out all right. And I'm like, "Sounds good to me, Dad."
Do you know the very first time I sort of met your parents? I think we were playing Cards Against Humanity,
Yeah. Yes.
and it was my turn to read out,
Yeah.
and they had just walked through the door, and there was the foulest things to read.
You know what's even funnier? I've had to play Cards Against Humanity with my mum and dad.
Yeah.
And two things
Have
happened.
you had to tell your parents what a bukkake is?
Yeah. I've done that before. That's fine. I don't really care because it's funny at the end of the day. But it's even funnier when Dad's reading stuff and he can't read it, and then he puts on his glasses and he still can't read it.
Yeah. Like
And
with
then
my
Mum will
stepmom,
be-
I had to be like, no, that's a didgeridoo, not a didgeridoo.
A didgeridoo. Jeez, what Aboriginal porn have you been watching, buddy? That's
I've played Cards Against Humanity too many times. Australian deck that I know that card says didgeridoo,
that's amazing. I haven't got the Australian ones. Maybe
not didgeridoo.
not didgeridoo. Ugh. Well, you got any more news for us, Kieran?
No, I'm out. I'm
You know what?
done.
I'll show you
I
one
only
more.
found-
I'll show you.
I only found 2 articles.
I only like this one because I'll share my screen once again, only because of this this look at this kid's face. It was comedy gold. Do this here. Here we go. That's yeah. Okay, here we go. Madison boy polices in inverted commas speeders with a stern look. This kid. Can you see it?
Yeah, he's looking very stern.
Yeah. A 7-year-old boy whose cat was run over and killed outside his home has been policing speeders by giving them a stern look.
It is a very slow news year, isn't it?
Henry Cannell wears a high-vis jacket on his drive in Norfolk, waving those who are keeping within the speed limit and scowling at offenders. His euthanism recently...
Enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm. What did I say?
He's not being euthanized here, people. Enthusiasm.
He just wanted to euthanize everybody that was speeding. My mistake. Recently attracted the attention of local police officers who let them try out their speed gun. His mum says Harry thinks police officers are superheroes. I love this a lot, right? Because this kid here has an amazing ability that no one's talking about.
What's that?
He's able to detect speed. We're just looking at cars. That's an amazing
I can't
skill.
hear you because my thing's fallen out.
We're not even drinking on this show. We're just having a chat.
There we
This
go.
kid's
I got you back.
ability to detect speed without any sort of digital device is amazing. I can't believe that they've got this talent untapped.
It's amazing.
Amazing.
It's,
But
that is amazing. He could be working for the law enforcement in the future. And you know what you could be doing?
what could I be doing?
You could be handing in or submitting a rant, a death threat, a complaint, or just, I don't know,
Just some hate mail.
say g'day.
Yeah,
Just some hate mail. And send it to weonlydooonetechpodcast@gmail.com.
absolutely. And for all your other wanking needs, make sure you follow us on SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, Instagram, Twitter, and the Facebook. I've been doing a lot of twittering.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't understand Twitter.
Is it twittering or tweeting? I don't know. 50-50 on that one there.
Don't know.
Yeah, no. So but maybe I'll get you on another podcast.
Another podcast.
Yeah, I reckon you could do that.
By the way, Noel was going to join us again tonight, but he got lazy.
That's fair enough. We don't need him.
No.
He won't listen to this, so he won't care. Kieran, thank you so much for another fun time on the show.
My pleasure. And everyone, we will see you. Well, we won't see you, but you will hear us next Thursday.
You got to get into this Taskmaster thing.
I've just sort of caught up ish. I said I'm in.
It's good. Bit of fun.
Oh my god! Well done, Sarah. Kieran is on a 24-hour time delay.
That's all right. Apparently, the next task that we have to do is you have to prank a housemate. Best prank wins, considering everyone who sees this will be wary of being pranked.
I don't think you'll hear from him in the next hour. He's recording a podcast. Also, Jay is hard. Who the hell is Jay?
Because Jess had... So the pictures, if you scroll up...
Mm-hmm.
Go to the pictures there. Like, look at my picture there with Weasel in it.
I don't see it.
And in the photo, I had to put everything in the house starting with the letter A.
Oh, shit. I can't hear you. Hang on. Yes.
Yeah, I had to put everything in the house that started with the letter A.
Yeah, right.
So I did animal, accordion, amps, alcohol, albums, at the drive-in, Allen key, audio interface. You know? But then Ben killed it. I had 37 items, but Ben fucking killed it with 71. Yeah, bandage, bangle, beanie, bikini, bass guitar, bananas.
Oh, Anthony, 4 points.
Yeah, not bad.
Anthony, Kieran, hurry up. Got keys.
Well, that's done. So the next task is task number 2. Prank a housemate. Best prank wins, considering everyone who sees will be wary of being pranked. Share your prank stories. Video evidence around 8 p.m. tomorrow night. Your time starts now.
Ooh.
So prank a housemate.
Actually, I need a good prank. Niall did wake me up the other week looking for his AirPods, which I never stole. So maybe I can get him back. I'll wake him up 1 minute before his alarm goes off.
You know what you should do? You should buy some Hungry Jacks and 2 Whoppers, but then take them down to the store to get some Coke. That's enough. That's enough.